Hello and welcome to Gozo. Hello and welcome to the beautiful island of Gozo. Gozo is a very small island belonging to the Maltese islands. The whole island of Gozo is just 13 kilometers long, and today we are going to visit many different places here, starting off with Qala. So Qala is a very small town, very traditional looking, that you can see many of the authentic houses, two-story buildings, traditional looking streets and places. And behind me is this huge, tremendous looking cathedral. And this is practically the center of the town's life. We have several restaurants here, cafes, where obviously people gather, and also the square here is getting ready for some kind of festivities. As you can see, there aren't any tall buildings, huge structures. The whole town really looks authentic. Okay, and now the next stop is the village of Nadur. So here I am in the village of Nadur in Gozo, and it's really short distance from Qala. And again, the impressions are pretty much similar. This place is a bit bigger. The square is bigger and it's full of cafes, restaurants. You can enjoy the moment here, having a coffee or a lunch. Church here has even more interesting design. We can see all these different shapes decorating this cathedral. The first impressions comparing Gozo to Malta is that you've come to a smaller version of Malta, more authentic, with old and traditional looking villages, authentic houses and buildings. The only thing that is the same is the size of cathedrals. They're pretty much huge, and that's on par with Malta. Also, when it comes to driving, I think that here driving is a little bit crazier than in Malta. I couldn't believe, but it is the case. So Qala and Nadur are off the list, and the next stop will be the Ramla Beach. Here we are just near the Ramla Beach in Gozo, and just expect that you would have to struggle a bit for finding a parking spot, especially if you come on Saturday or Sunday. But still, it is not really as crowded as maybe I would expect. There are a couple of places worth visiting here as well in this locality, and these are Calypso Caves and Ramla Sand Dunes. A souvenir shop, an ice cream truck, and a nice looking shaded restaurant just beside me here. Beautiful looking sandy beach, full of people but still not overcrowded. And the only thing that spoils the fun is this huge number of these boats over there, mini yachts, and then you can also smell the diesel in the air. But enough talk, it's time for me to enjoy the sea. We got refreshed at the Ramla Beach. Now let's go to the next destination. Here we are at Marsalforn, the north of the Gozo island. This is a beautiful town, and it has also a beach, plenty of restaurants. There is a huge car parking here which you can use free of charge most of the days, most of the time. Now, what kind of Mediterranean place would Gozo be without English breakfast, yeah? The restaurant prices here, what I checked, are the same like in Malta, or even a bit higher, so it depends on the restaurant you choose. I remember Gozo years back, at least the places that I visited, it was usually a bit cheaper than Malta, but I think now the prices leveled up. Having the fact that Marsalforn is still a fishing town, most of the restaurants here are seafood oriented restaurants, but of course you can eat any kind of food here as well. And if you're a vegetarian, there's also this vegetarian restaurant behind me here. And here we are at our final destination for today, Victoria Gozo, the capital of Gozo. Small town full of history, restaurants and interesting places to go and visit. There is a huge piazza, the huge square, where you can sit and enjoy numerous cafes and restaurants. The big difference between Victoria and, for example, the other places we visited today, like Qala, Nadur, Marsalforn, is that those places are really quiet and relaxed. There's not much noise or traffic here. The traffic is crazy. It's like the busiest places in Malta, so this is pretty much the same feel. But other than that, there's plenty of history here to see. There is the old fort at the top of the hill, which has some tourist features, and there are these streets here nearby that are also worth going through and exploring. I'm not really sure that this is a Gozitan tradition, but behind me you can take a ride on tuk-tuks. These small ancient streets today are full of these souvenir shops, clothing shops and many other shops as well. So our today's adventure ends here. I hope you enjoyed. So if you are in Malta and you want to experience something a little bit different yet quite nearby, you should visit Gozo for some more history, for some very nice and authentic towns such as Qala and Nadur, for quiet places such as Marsalforn and other parts of Gozo, or for the hustle and bustle of Victoria. Until the next time, all the best and goodbye.